Hey guys, good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon as I record this, but I thought I would do the 10 questions that Palmtree Bewitchery kind of started, and I have a little bit of time on my hands, so let's get into it. The first question is, what fictional place would you most like to go? Guys, I am a huge WoW nerd, like gigantic World of Warcraft nerd. Met my husband on there 11 and a half years ago, almost about, wow. And my second son's middle name is a character from the game. It's kind of like a shout out to how my husband and I met. Funko Pop, Sylvanas Windrunner, like, yeah. Huge WoW nerd, so Azeroth would totally be where I would want to go. Like, I totally would just love to go and be a soldier for the Alliance and just be an absolute badass. Like, my character that I play in the game, my main character is a warlock, so it'd be really fun to do all that funness. Hello, kitten. You're gonna come jump on me? I'm gonna put my blanket down so you don't scratch my legs. Come here, baby. Just gotta think about it, because, you know, cats are always like, do I want to do this? I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Oh, hello. Oh, so fluffy. Oh, my Maine Coon. Anyway, question number 2. What is the most annoying habit you think that most people have? People have some pretty annoying habits, that's for sure. Honestly, just really unnecessary comments. It drives me nuts when someone says something that does no value to the conversation. It's just hurtful and completely unnecessary. It's just like, okay, you're adding no sustenance and you're just being a jerk, so please stop. There are 1,000 other things you could say that could be beneficial to the conversation and not hurt anybody. So, yeah. Every single time someone does that, it always stops me in my tracks, and I'm just like, really, why? Come on, why? Also, sorry if you hear my 3-year-old, he's playing in his room. What state or country do you never want to go back to? Question number 3. It's in a state. It's also in a country, but I went to visit my brother in New York when he lived there 4 years ago, and I didn't like it. Like, New York City's awesome. It was kind of interesting to finally see it in person. I mean, you always see it in the movies and stuff, but it was complete and utter chaos, and it just wasn't me. Like, it was very anxiety inducing, and we went to Times Square, and I had a meltdown. Like, I just couldn't do it. It was really tough. Like, it was a fun experience. I'm glad I got to have the experience, but it's not something I think I would ever want to go do again. Question number 4. Are you a night person or a day person? Absolutely, 100%, hands down, night person. I go to bed between midnight and 1 every night. I've been a night person since I was preteen, I think. And I become mentally way more active at night. I get more creative at night. I get more spiritual at night. I'm just a complete and utter night owl. I cannot stand the morning. I am a late riser. Once I get up and it's like late to, late-ish morning, I guess, as much as my children will allow, it seriously takes me like 3 hours to wake up. It's ridiculous. I will be drinking coffee and doing the things that I need to do around my house, but mentally I'm just kind of checked out. It's ridiculous. So 100% so far into the night person category. Number 5, what takes up most of your time? I don't know if this is supposed to be a negative question or a positive question. Because, I mean, I'm looking at it thinking, I'm a stay-at-home mother. I spend the majority of my time caring for my children. So technically, yes, it takes up my time, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Can I have my bad days with it? Absolutely. But everyone has their bad days with anything they do. So, right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I care for my children. They're 1 and 3. They're young. So eventually, when they go into school age, I will be giving my time to a job. So, I guess that's the best answer for that question. Number 6, what do you wish you knew more about? Man, I wish I knew more about almost anything. And okay, I'm an Aquarius. We are always seeking knowledge. Like, we just want to know all the things. And I always feel like you can always know more about something. But if I was to be specific right now, tarot, as I mentioned in my last video, has been kind of my I need to learn more about this kick, and I'm always on one of these kicks where I have to learn more about something, so tarot is that one right now, for sure. Number 7, what are some small things that make your day better? My kids laugh. My cats, I'm currently laying on my lap. I love my cats. They're very intuitive to my emotions. I've had them for 14 years now, and they are biological sisters and complete sweethearts, and they know when I'm sad. They know when I'm having a bad day. So, I mean, they're just awesome. The little things that happen in nature. I get so excited when it rains, it's ridiculous. Or I'm like, there's a thunderstorm. You know, just all those little things that people often overlook, I tend to get excited about sometimes. Let's see. Other small things. Music. If I'm having a bad day, I actually have a Bluetooth speaker, and I will just sync up my phone, turn it on, and start playing music. And it really helps me feel better, especially in the morning when I'm having a hard time kind of connecting, getting awake. I will play music and make my boys breakfast and stuff like that. So tons of little things. I'm always looking for little things to make myself feel better. It's just something you do when you have depression. So definitely familiar with that. Number 8, what is something you like to do the old-fashioned way? I'm gonna go with Palmtree Bewitchery's answer here. And my husband and I actually just got in a discussion about this recently. I like the feeling of a book in my hand. And believe it or not, I do have the Kindle app. I have some books on there. I recently just got the newest, yes, World of Warcraft novel. Started reading it. My husband was very adamant that he got it, the Kindle version, and I was annoyed by it. I was like, why? Come on, we can actually have like a book and hold the book and it smells and like you will move the pages and they make that noise and like I need that. So, I mean, I have it on my phone and I'm really enjoying it, but it's just annoying because I'm like, I'd rather have a book in my hand. Like, I like the feeling of having a book versus having a phone, because a lot of the time I do have a phone in my hand and I would prefer to have a book in my hand just to have something different, I guess. I don't know. I mean, in this day and age, we do use our phones rather frequently, and people do try, I mean, we often try to limit our time with our own screens, but it doesn't always work out, especially on days where you're just low on energy. You feel lethargic. So, definitely a book in my hands. I love the feeling of a book in my hands. What is the most annoying question people ask you? I'm gonna tell you 2 things here because they happen all the time and it drives me nuts. First of all, my real name. My real name is Dana, and it is spelled D-A-I-N-A. It's Scandinavian spelling. I'm of Scandinavian descent. My mother wanted me to kind of pay tribute to like my heritage, so she kind of made like a kind of Scandinavian-esque essence to my name, and I hated it for the longest time because so many people mispronounced it, and I'm constantly correcting people. And then as I got into adulthood, I just was like, screw it, this is awesome. Like, I love the fact that it's unique. I love the fact that it's different. I love the fact that it pays tribute to where I came from. I wouldn't exist if it weren't for my ancestors. So, you know, yes, I'm constantly correcting people on it, and it's incredible, like, the the things that people come up with for how they think it's spelled. Especially when you get like Diane, there's no E in there. Like, where does that, how does that even happen? My friend has a picture of me holding up a receipt with the name Diane on it that someone had taken at a restaurant, and below it there's a comment of my quote of me saying like, how do you do this? So that's something that it can get annoying, but I would never ever change my name. I love my name. The other is, as you guys can see, I am fairly tattooed. I have 9 tattoos, and most of them are pretty, you can see them. In fact, the majority of them are on my arms currently. And now I've got, so I get a lot of questions about them. I always welcome questions about them. I love answering questions if people ever want to talk about them. But the most annoying question regarding my tattoos is, you realize that's permanent, right? No shit, seriously? I should stop scrubbing. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. That is the dumbest question ever. They are permanent. Like, it is in my skin. This will go when I go. It will be cremated when I am. So it's like, you really think that I didn't think about that when I got them? And also 9 tattoos in. Come on, seriously? Oh, just, that question, like, I hate that question. And it's just remarkably stupid. I like to try and have the whole, there is no stupid questions in the world. And I suppose I maybe should be using the term annoying, especially because that's what the question itself had said. But just, oh my god. Okay. The final and number 10. What trend or fad do you hope comes back? Okay, I'm a child of the 80s, so I really want to tell you that I kind of hope Rainbow Bright comes back. I wanted to make a joke saying that I hope the Nokia brick comes back, because that's an early 2000s thing, and I was in high school in the early 2000s. But there's so many people that would just be like, why, it was a terrible phone. You could run that thing over with a freaking car and it just wouldn't, it would live. But we're gonna go with child of the 80s here, and Rainbow Bright. I absolutely love Rainbow Bright. It just, my favorite cartoon when I was younger, like preschoolish, growing up. So yeah, so that concludes the questions. Another quick side note, anyone else catch the energy from the full moon last night? Holy crap, like, I'm sure you guys can probably tell from my liveliness in this video. I am just buzzing off of it. Like, I had a super vivid dream, and that tends to happen especially if we have an eclipse too. But whoa, what was that? Like, please tell me someone else is experiencing that too, because holy cow. Anyway, hope you guys got a good laugh with this video. I have an exceedingly furry cat still purring away in my lap, and my 3-year-old is probably destroying his room. Hope you guys are having a good week, and it's super hot here in Minnesota. It's gonna be like 110 tomorrow. Oof. I'm probably gonna be hibernating in here, which I might make another video because now I have this fantastic webcam. This thing's a little bit easier to do. Anyway, bless be, guys. Much love.